My name is Dena Glisan, and I bartend at the Owl Bar. A friend of mine was working here, and she absolutely loved it. So when they were looking for people, she told me about it. And I had been here a couple times before, just as a customer, and liked it. So right now, I'm pretty much just going to school and working, filling up most of my time. But I'm in school for 3D animation. Yep, I actually designed a whole 3D model, a 3D tour of the Owl Bar. Because there's a lot of different elements here. There's a lot of, like, with just the look, the texture, the feel, the lightings, all that. There's a lot of just older elements too, which I thought would be challenging to do. I used to work at Phillips. I just quit there, so I had 2 jobs about 3 weeks ago. So I live in Charles Village. I live pretty close. Yeah, I like the neighborhood a lot. It's called Westwood. It's in actually in Arlington, in Virginia. I started their school in San Diego, where I used to live, and then when I moved here, that was the closest satellite campus that they had. Stopped working nights, and then happened to be there for an 8:30 a.m. class. Well, I had gone back to, I have a marketing degree, and I went back for 3D animation to combine the two to kind of go an advertising route with it. But the more I've been doing it, I actually think that I want to help develop programs for kids with disabilities, learning programs. We actually have a lot of regulars in the neighborhood. There are a lot of people who live right around here who come in. We get a lot of people who work in the area too. The Chase Braxton just opened up, so we've got a lot of people from there. And then people who live in the building as well. But it's definitely more consistently regulars that you see more than anyone else. I think a lot of people don't really know that it's here. So I've done 2D animation, 3D animation. I mean, there's a lot of different things. I think that the best one probably would be this one that I just did. Just learning wise, it was really challenging, so I felt like I got a grasp on a lot of different things where I kind of touched on before, but I'm able to, I guess you could say, execute them a lot quicker now. You know, since I literally went down to modeling every single bottle in here, putting the labels on them. I mean, it was really time consuming, a lot of work. Another reason why I chose this too, just because of like the setup from like the archways and the doors. You know, it's not a typical setting that you would see. So you can definitely tell some of the older elements in here. I mean, we have like these booths are the original booths that were in here. You know, the stained glass, the blinking owls. Basically, for the blinking, it showed if the shipment came in, if everything was okay, if there were cops around. You know, if it was blinking, it meant to be on alert. But if they were solid, then everything was okay. I know that the bar is from 1903. I'm not sure if it opened up the same time the building did, or if the building, you know, if they added this afterwards. But I know this was here from 1903. I mean, they have, I wouldn't say most of it, but a good portion of it is still kept. I mean, now I think it's a matter of like the historical society. I mean, if they were to make any changes, they would have to go through them because it is a historic element now in Baltimore. It definitely adds something to it. It's cool to have, you know, when you have different people who come in. I mean, we have people who come in who literally walk in and are just looking around just to see everything. But it's neat to have people from different areas come in and, you know, it's easy to talk to them about some of the history and why there are different elements here and what they mean, and I feel like it makes it an easy sell to people because it has a lot of history to it.